Hey, it's Andreas. I've been investing for over 10 years, and in today's video, let's talk more about StoneCo. They reported earnings a while ago. They went up by 8%, but not a lot whole happened. It was a bit of a surprise in terms of earnings, but let's talk about the business, let's talk about shares outstanding, and let's talk some about the financials. Starting off with earnings, the latest news from the company regarding performance. We're seeing that adjusted income here is increasing 54% compared to a year ago. We will see more about this in the financials. And we're seeing adjusted EBT increasing as well, very big number. And then total payment volume has increased by 25%. What does this really mean? Well, if you visit Brazil like I have, you will see all these little transaction places where you can use your credit card at the StoneCo payment terminal, and Pix is a Brazilian transaction system. So out of Sao Paulo here, we're seeing strong second quarter driven by this total payment volume. Very good indeed. So the second quarter up by about 8%. You can pause and you can read if you want to, but I don't think we need to comment more on the earnings. It's old news by now, but it was good for the stock. The interesting part here is in the end, where they talk about the strategic priorities and the company's buyback program. So let's take a look. Is the amount of outstanding shares indeed decreasing? Because it's been increasing in the past at a slow pace, but perhaps this is a signal here from Pedro Sinner that he believes a lot in the business and he wants to reduce the amount of outstanding shares at current stock prices. And I already prepared here in advance macro trends the amount of outstanding shares. You can see it as a graph here. So this is in billions. And we can see that it increased in the past and now it's starting to decrease a bit. And in terms of volume, we can see here on a quarterly basis, it was reduced by 2.77% in the past, and then a more rapid reduction here for this quarter. If we see the pure numbers, I think this is easier to visualize. We can see for full years here that the trend indeed was increasing amount of shares, so 319 million shares at the end of 2023. So indeed, as you remember, 0.3 billion. And then we can see here that for the latest quarter that macro trend has data in, 315. So this is 4 million shares less. That's nothing to scoff at. And we're seeing that Pedro commenting here on even further reductions in the amount of outstanding shares. If we take a look at the revenue, we can see that it has been steadily increasing indeed at quite a rapid pace comparing to the previous year, comparing quarter over quarter. And we can see a clear trend here. Remember, we talked a bit about the troubles in terms of the income that they had. They had some negative operating income in the past here in 2022 and 2021. They did some bad loans, not very smart decisions there in the past. But we can see that profits has been escalating from operations. And I think that they have a very nice valuation now in terms of earnings per share. I hope that they will continue to increase the earnings per share, and hopefully this will boost stock price. We know that EPS growth is one of those things that's very bullish for a stock. The other thing we need to see from StoneCo is an expanding multiple. I don't think we should have too much hope for that, since Brazil is an emerging economy and it will never have the valuations that stocks have in America and in Europe. But with growing EPS, this will push stock price higher over time. So I'm very happy with the surprise in earnings. So was the market, up 8% on that. And if they continue to push like this and grow, then we will all be a bunch of very happy shareholders. That's been it for this video, and as always, hope you guys make a ton of money, whatever investments you decide to make. Take care now. Bye bye.